Hey everybody, we've just returned from a Fraser Island trip literally yesterday, late in the day. It's about midday the next day, and a number of people have asked me about cleaning and what I do. It's a bit of a hard one to demonstrate all the cleaning and stuff like that. Obviously I need to do a better job because there's a bit of, stuff around that needs cleaning still, but I'll give you a bit of a brief rundown. One of the biggest mistakes I think people make is just taking it to the cleaners, mate, and they get the car washed and vacuumed or whatever. They're just not as thorough as you. It's more of a detail, I suppose, but it's not a detail. Like, I'm not going down under the bottom of this rubber, rubbing really hard to get every last bit of that dirt. Maybe if I was going to sell the vehicle, but I just want to do a really good wash, rinse underneath, a bit of water still sitting here. It's been done not that long ago, so everything's pretty clean. But a lot of things, these cleaners, they don't get to cleaning all the stuff that's sitting up on top of that seal up the top there, you know what I mean? You want to put a lot of water into those, see those tracks up the top there? See, it's not clean, but I want to rinse out all the sand and the salt. And I'm not saying I'm done yet. I've done a quick clean at a friend's place up in Hervey Bay as soon as we came off the island, and we've given it a fairly decent thorough clean now. So one of the first things we do is heaps of water up underneath, and I mean not with a pressure washer. What we're talking about here is heaps of water because we want to get all the salt rinsed out. So you'll see all the materials, all the metals, all the driveline, all the diffs. See how it's really, you can just see it's, I haven't hit it with degreaser. There'll probably be still a bit of sand, a minimal amount of salt, but it's going to cause rust and corrosion if it's left there. So you can still see sand falling off it sitting on top of that. For example, where you can see on the top of that tow bar plug, lots of really fine sand. Now, the sand, it won't hurt the vehicle, right? But, if there's sand, there's probably a little bit of salt left somewhere as well. So lots of water is the key thing. And these people, you pay to clean your car, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. What they'll do, they'll make it look good. They'll wash it. They might even put some fancy product that makes a water bead on there. They're probably not going to polish it unless you pay for that, but it'll look really nice. They'll put some tire shine, they'll put some Armor All type product for, lack of a better words, shine up your side steps, shine up your mud flaps. They'll make it look really good and clean, but that's not the thorough sort of clean what I'm talking about. The sort of cleans I'm talking about is where you actually open the bonnet. As you can see here, would this not pass for a new vehicle? And I've had vehicles that have got 500,000 kilometers on them, and when I've sold them, people think, wow, has this ever been driven? Okay, so there's no reason why anything under this engine bay, if with the trips this vehicle's done in nearly 80,000 kilometers, yep, that's what it's done. It's not a 10,000k car, it's a nearly 80,000 kilometer car. This is how it can look. It's not really that hard to do. I have not used any degreaser under here either. Very light with a pressure washer, and just get all that dust and sand and dirt off. That's one of the things we do. So a lot of water, right? So using the hose, because you can't angle a pressure washer upwards once you get under the side of the vehicle. When you're down under the side there, you want to get up and wet up underneath. You can't get your pressure washer in. Well, you probably can get an attachment that goes in and up, but I don't want pressure up around all those seals. We've talked about it before. So it's just your hose. We've got water tanks underneath and just pointing upwards to give it a really good rinse. Of course, you can use those soapy spray things on your pressure washer in around all the wheel arches, all the wheels. I sort of go underneath at the back on an angle on the side, so I try and spray all that soapy stuff underneath. And I will do a little bit with a pressure washer, but not close range underneath. It's all about a lot of water, right? And you want to get your hose, your pressure washer, everything you've got into all these holes and flush them out to all the sand, because if the sand's gone and the dirt's gone, the salt's probably gone. Not enough water, you'll see salty sort of, stains coming out of the chassis. And so you can see how sort of clean this seems to be at this stage, and it looks pretty clean. So you'll see dirt stains. Get your pressure washer, your hose up around here. Just when you think you've done it, do it again. It is a bit of a big waste of water. That's why we've got water tanks. We're just using our water. It's free. We've got 10 kilowatts of solar that runs the pump and the pressure washer. Do it at the right time of the day, so you're using your own free power, because they don't give you bloody anything for it anyway. Let's not go there in this video, right? Plenty of washing up on the roof. Into the back of the vehicle, we remove, let me get this light on. We remove the Max Pro floor mat here, and as you can see, it's pretty bloody clean like a new car. That's my UHF antenna, comes from the back, just lays on the floor, goes up the side there in case you're wondering. That's the coax for that. Now, this could be cleaner. It has not been vacuumed. So how do I clean the car? Compressed air. I've got a good compressor, good compressed air, good air blower. Park it outside, open all the doors, and just blow from this side out the seats, the back of the seats, the base, the carpet, fold the seats under, over. You'll be amazed how much more stuff will blow out of your vehicle after you've vacuumed it, right? So on the seat material. Once all that's done, we use our favorite yellow little Kirkland cloths from Costco. You know, you get that 36 pack for 20 bucks. Absolute bargain. They last like forever, I'll say. I've got them, they're over 10 years old, they're still good. I've got newer ones anyway. Hot, warm water, just rinse it out, wipe, rinse it out, wipe. Do all your clean areas first. Once you've done all that, you know, you can wipe your door trims down, all your door trims and all that sort of thing. You can see where people use their feet a bit on the doors or kicking, getting in and out. There's a little bit of scuffing here from those Max Pro mats underneath. That's why it's important to clean under as well, because while they're rubbing around, if there's a bit of dirt, sand, grit, dust, you'll get a bit of that. Not a big deal. If you want to keep your car looking like new, put a bit of duct tape over there and it'll be all covered up anyway and you won't get that rubbing. That's the crazy sorts of things I do. I notice every now and then I'll kick here with some boots and I'll have some stones stuck in the boots. You know, you're full driving, you're out in the tracks. A few marks there, that's just that plastic stuff I'm not worried about. But here, see, that's the paintwork. So what I've done, I've put the bloody duct tape over there. Look at that, amazing, right? So when I pull that off, it'll be like new. Just like the carpet. Look at this carpet. Always better with a light on, not that there's that much light. Still got sand in the accelerator pedal. Like I said, it hasn't been vacuumed yet. I will vacuum it because that'll pull out all these last bits of sand and stuff. But I'm not going to clean those until the floor mat's back in. I've taken that out, I washed it. They'll be going back in any minute. But look at these seats at nearly 80,000 Ks, GX seats. Video probably doesn't do it any justice, but these seats are just, I describe them as good as new. Nice console cover, we talked about that. Bell Street Preston near Bell Street Macca's across the road, the yellow joint, you can't miss it. Tell him I said g'day when you go in, say Anthony, the Prado YouTube guy sent me, you know. Right, I mean, look at the vehicle, right? It's just, there's not a mark on it. It's not that hard to look after your vehicles and keep it like this. We use it, it gets a bit dirty. You sort of keep it clean as you can. Not a big deal, but it's all about being set up with the right formats. I don't run seat covers, I never have. Look at the 120, nearly 500,000 Ks. Same thing, this one's a bit of wear and tear. It's got a bit sloppy, the stuff's all stretched. They changed the design, but it still works. I'll get to that one day. But my point is, look at the condition of the seats. Go and spend $1,000 on seat covers if you want, or 500. But as demonstrated here, you certainly do not need them, okay? Check it out, there's the driver's seat. Don't slide off the side or you'll wreck the side of it. This one, since we've had the vehicle at 200,000 Ks, it has not got any worse. Don't slide off the side here. Hey everyone, go and get the missus, go and get the kids. Put it on pause, all right? Okay, you got everyone now? Okay, resume the video. Girls, boys, kids, ladies, gentlemen, uncles and aunties and everybody and friends, please, when you get off your seat, twist sideways, put your feet onto the side step. Try and avoid scratching the plastic here as well for us. Stand on the step and step down rather than slide off the side of the seat because it destroys this foam cushion and it can cost you $500 to $1,000 per seat to rectify it. It's quite uncomfortable when you haven't got that foam support at the side. That's why they put it there. Same thing, it damages the side here as well, so be careful of that. When you get in the vehicle, use the side steps here to step up and then straight, put your feet straight onto the mat. So then all the dirt and everything, all we've got to do is take that mat out and empty it off rather than have to clean the whole car because it's all the way up. I don't know, people dragging their feet, you know, it does happen. I'm just saying, be careful, help us keep it clean because people watching my videos and my channels this long, we like to have a nice clean car at 500,000 kilometers like new. We like a new clean car. You can put some degreaser, some truck wash around all your wheels and tires, brakes, underneath the back, in behind all the discs, heaps of water. It's all about heaps of water, sticking water into places that you didn't even know were there. And when it runs out clean, when all that dirt and sand finishes coming out, you know you're getting somewhere to where it wants to be. So compressed air, it gets it out of all your vents. You can get your cloth wiping all your vents a bit, wipe down all your dashboard, that sort of thing. Dash mat in all the cars except this one, you know, whatever. But look, it's just beautiful like new. I'll say it again in case you missed it in the other videos. You won't even notice it yet, but see this silver stuff over here? It's quite reflective in your eyes. So I put black tape over it. It does two things. It stops the reflection. You didn't even notice that, did you, in other videos, right? Have a good look at it. It stops the reflection on that silver there. And the other thing that happens is when you sell the vehicle, if you want to make it look good, you just pull the tape off, because that tape and this tape's going to be untidy, but it doesn't bother me. And then it's going to look good. It's going to have a nice new silver instead of all scratched up. Yes, I'm that crazy, like you, the people that are still watching. I even put duct tape. Look at this grey duct tape over the handles. So when I load up the back seat, when there's two people and we load up the back seat and things are rubbing, sometimes I put a swag across the back. Then you can have a look, it'll just push into that side there. I've got it on both sides. You know what? Hey Mitch, do you care that there's a bit of tape on your door handle in the back? No. Couldn't care less, right? Same as I don't care if that's there. I care more when it's not there and I see all the scratches, like I did on the previous vehicle and other vehicles. That's why I'm talking still, trying to give you some lessons. So this one hasn't had the big wash, the big soap up and the sponge and the polish that you think it's had. This is just a really quick wash and lots of water, lots of hosing, lots of pressure washing, lots of rinsing, lots of where else could that, just think where that salt sprayed. Like I thought I did the windscreen. Look, there's still a bit of stones underneath the windscreen wiper there. But look, I looked in here and there was sand sitting on all sorts of things. So I popped this cover off, and this is how you do that in case you're still watching and you didn't know. Most engine plastic covers will just pop off just like that. And I gave this a gentle, I used the pressure washer, gently washed everything down, and of course compressed air to blow it all dry, because if you leave it wet, it might sit there, the heat of the engine, and then sort of condensation, and that's how things go rusty, that sort of thing. When you want to put this back on, see those two hooks at the back there, you just sit those on there like that, and then these two holes, they go straight over those holes there, so it should come straight down. Line it up with your oil hole, and it's that easy, simple as that, right? Now, things that are going to get wet, see in your fuse covers, because they're not fully waterproof, you're going to get a bit of moisture under there. That's why it's good to blow it dry. And if you can, if you're not driving, either drive the vehicle, or where you're going, depending where you are, if it's suitable, you can leave the bonnet open and face it towards the sun to let the sun, because the heat, it will sort of condense it onto here and it'll dry up, right? That sort of thing. When you're blowing dry, don't hit too close with a pressure washer. We've got that in videos on 4x4 Diesel, our other YouTube channel, how to wash down your engine, more detail if it's really dirty, degreaser and all that. This is just water to rinse it off, okay? But this is how we keep things. Now, I don't know what else I can tell you. I think it's a bada boom situation. It's all nice and clean under here. I think the main point of the video is don't sort of just trust paying hundreds or thousands of dollars, probably hundreds, of these cleaners, these car cleaners to clean the car, because they'll shine it all up and make it look good. It's just greasy, sticky stuff you don't want on your materials a lot of the time anyway. You don't want to put that on your dashboard. There's never been anything applied to this dashboard, okay? Although it does get parked in the shade when it's not in use, which is really good. Passenger side, look what an awesome job they've done of not dragging their feet over there like I do. So they've done better than me. The seat looks as good as new once again. It's just beautiful. And of course the floor, it's a bit dark down there, but look, you know, it's just like new carpet. It's got some rib lines in it from those Max Pro mats, so you will get that, but they'll go away after time, and nobody's going to be looking anyway, because you're always going to have floor mats. People, careful with your shoes once again, getting in and out, kicking past there. I wanted to show the kids in the back, see, nice new carpet here, but see when you kick your feet in and out around all the plastic trims and that, and the evidence is here that's happening, just that wear and tear there. Now, it's not a big deal. It's not a car. You're more important than the car, absolutely. But we just want to point out that cars cost a lot of money, and looking after them will make them last longer. It'll make you people be happy with it longer. You'll keep it longer, which saves you thousands in the long run if you can keep the vehicle longer. So that's the idea of the tips and information. It's going to save everybody some money if you look after it. When you're driving, I suppose you can see a bit of sandblasting even on the top of that shocker, but off the tyres here, that's where all the sand and salt's going to be thrown the most. So make sure you do get a lot of water in around here, and just think of all the little cracks, all the sand and salt. So you can see it's pretty well washed out at the moment, isn't it? It goes over there in the fuel tank. It goes all over the top of your adjustable shockers, and this is how you adjust those. I'll just quickly demonstrate, right? More or less compression, right? You've got the slow speed compression. That's the high speed compression. That's in other videos, people. Subscribe, turn the bell on to 4x4 Diesel and 4x4 Adventures for more information. Yeah, I reckon we used a bit of water because it dripped dry for a couple of hours before we brought it in. And look at all that water on the floor. Heaps of pressure washer up underneath, all around all your steering components, your bash plate, whatever you can reach from here, plus some normal water and just rinsing and eventually we'll get it up on the hoist and we'll have a really good look underneath to see what a bad job we really did and show you all the places we missed. But a lot of people don't know that and won't see that because they didn't make it this far through this video. But anyway, all cleaned up beautiful. This is how I roll. Our vehicles do get a major clean after every big trip. Then they park, they're in the shade, they get driven regularly. This one, long distances, highway distances only, so it's going to be the best, one of the best ones. Really well looked after, but it gets used for what it's designed for. And for anyone that's still watching, this battery is bloody awesome. It's in top condition. It just gets absolutely hammered from those fridges. There's nothing wrong with it or the fridges, but the charger just doesn't decide to do the right thing at the right time is what the problem is. And it doesn't really matter the reasons why. I'm just demonstrating that you don't need that. You don't need that. So yeah, bada bing. Thanks for watching. Hope you get my drift. Don't pay hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a clean, that they shine it up, make it look good for you. Good from far, far from good. This is a good clean. You want a good clean. You got to do it yourself. Lots of water, lots of wiping. And I hope you get my drift. Hope it helps. Subscribe, turn the bell on. Catch you in the next video. See ya.